sure you can probably guess with this setup we are hitting legs today. We have not done box squats in quite a while, so we're bringing it back in today. We're gonna hit 2 different variations here. Well, the only thing we're gonna be switching up is our stance. So we're gonna start with a narrow stance. When we go narrow stance, it's gonna be more quad focused, and you're really gonna especially feel it in that outer sweep of your quad. After we go our narrow stance, we're gonna go out wide stance. So when I go narrow to wide, use shoulder width as like a standard. That would be our normal stance. So when we're going narrow, we're going inside shoulder width. When we're going wide, we're going outside shoulder width. And that's gonna put more emphasis in our hamstrings and our glutes. So real quick, let me recap each of them. I wanna stand up with my chest up, pressing through my heels even when we're going narrow. My toes are there to balance, but I'm pressing through my heels and controlling that on the way back down. Don't want to slam down. We want to protect our spine, not compress our spine. When we go wide, same exact thing. Toes are slightly pointed out, weights in our heels, toes are helping us balance, and we're squeezing up. Back down to the pocket, squeeze back up. Just getting a routine there, keeping that tension in your glutes and hamstrings, and you'll be able to feel the difference there just by switching up our stance. We are going to end up isolating hamstrings and quads. We're going to hit calves really quick, but I'm doing that intentionally just to give them a little bit of a break because we're going to hit a good amount of volume here, and then we're going to hit them again. For our calves today, just body weight. You guys, if you want to be like those old Arnold videos and put someone on your back, go for it. But we can get away with just body weights. These are donkey calf raises. The key to these is keeping your weight back. You don't, even though I'm leaning into these, I don't want my weight forward. My weight's back to keep the weight over my heels and over my calves. And this is just to help me balance. So all the weight's back here. I'm trying to just make sure that all that tension's staying in my calves. I get a stretch as my heels go down, and then squeezing those up. Stretch down, nice and controlled, and start squeezing up from the bottom. Full extension, full stretch. If you don't have like a little Smith machine or set up to do this, you can just put a couple weights on the ground so your toes are elevated, and then lean on something. That'll work fine too. Okay, so that was our break for quads and hamstrings. Calves are screaming now, a bunch of blood going through them. We're gonna hit drop sets for hamstring curls, and then we're gonna hit drop sets for extensions. When we hit our drop sets here, if you're new to the program, welcome. The drop set is when we hit a heavier weight first, we drop the weight, and then immediately hit more reps with less weight. So let's go over our form again real fast. We're making sure our chest is up, our butt's down in the seat. That's what these handles here are to help us stay in place. We're trying to squeeze those heels back to our butt. Keep that tension there as we let them stretch. We don't want to lose tension. We want to keep that tension there and then squeeze those heels back. So hitting your heavy set first, or your heavy reps. Technically it's all one set since it's a drop set. So heavy first, I would take a rest, go to a lighter weight, continue. You'll see it in the caption. You'll see similarly, basically almost the same, is what we did, the same structure here for extensions. So we're gonna start with heavier weight. We're gonna hit those reps first. Think of lifting your heels by using your quads. I want to squeeze here and lift my heels up as I squeeze. So controlling down, squeezing back up. So you hit your heavier reps first, just like on hamstrings. Drop to the lighter weight. Keep going the rest of your set. There's a ton of blood flowing here after already doing all those boxes. Just a quick note here on the drop sets, how to adjust your drop set. If your first part, the heavy part, is obviously too heavy, the next set start a little lighter. If when you drop, so if I hit my heavy reps first and I pick the right weight, and then I drop and my lighter weight is too easy, that means next time on your drop, go heavier. So just adjust. Be honest with yourself, check your ego at the door, and try to challenge yourself with the weight, but make sure you can get the reps. I want you to get the reps today, so adjust the weight as you need to. Cardio today will be optional. Make sure you stretch before and after this. And remember, if you do want to go for a walk or just go for a little bike ride or something after you've done this, or the next morning or whatever, just to get that blood flowing through your legs, that is going to help with the soreness. Have a good workout.